Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. This is Good Times for All, or Zachary, Zabala if you prefer. In this video, we'll be asking the question, does Polaris precess? We are told that the geographic North Pole has been following the Earth's rate of precession, or the amount of time it takes the pole to point to a different spot in the sky, since before humans roamed the Earth. In 3000 BC, during the time of the great Egyptian civilizations that built the pyramids, it is claimed that Thuban had to be the pole star at that time, according to the heliocentric model. It makes for a beautiful story until you really start looking at the history we have been given about this polar region above our heads. So the story goes, we will have a new star introduced over vast periods of time that will become our new pole star. There is just one problem. The history does not add up at all. Claudius Ptolemy, a Greek mathematician, is given credit for naming our pole star Stella Polaris in 169 AD. Stella Polaris in Latin literally translates to the pole star. It is important to know that Ptolemy had over 800 years of others' observations to build upon while naming 48 of the 88 constellations and the star Polaris. It is also important to share that this star already had a name to the Greeks, passed down by the Phoenicians. The Greeks wrote that the Phoenicians used this star for navigating at sea, and for this reason called it Phoenicic. I have two major problems with the story we have been told. I merely have trouble believing one, yet the other is a glaring hole in the heliocentric model. We will start with the one less troubling for the heliocentric model and more a common sense question. Why would Ptolemy name any star, especially one that already had a name, the pole star, when he had over 800 years of knowledge to base his naming on? Since the first Greeks started observing the luminaries above the pole, the Earth precesses on would have moved over 11 degrees during this time. Would anyone name a star that is known to precess over time the pole star? That is just one of my pet peeves that leads to an even bigger question. If the pole precesses and Polaris sits just off 90 degrees at our current time, where was it in the sky in 169 AD when Ptolemy named it? During this time, according to the heliocentric model, Polaris would have been over 27 degrees further back on the precession path, putting it far from the pole, with other stars much closer. So why did Ptolemy name a star that circumnavigated the pole with such a large arc around it as the pole star? In my opinion, the history does not match the model due to this glaring fact. I cannot believe the greatest astronomer of his time would give geographic names to stars he knew to move, and were nowhere close to the geographic location used in the name. If you would like to delve further into the topic, I suggest looking into stellar aberration, discovered by James Bradley. This phenomenon is ignored by heliocentrists, even though the data is still gathered today, voiding out any precession of any star. This is Good Times for All here, signing out. As always, thanks for watching.